Success is never an accident. It is the result of deliberate thought, unwavering belief, and disciplined action. The secret to becoming a high achiever does not lie in mere talent or luck. It lies in a definite purpose, a burning desire, and an indomitable will to see that desire fulfilled. All high achievers, without exception, began their journey by clearly defining what they wanted, not vaguely, not conditionally, but with absolute precision. They made up their minds about what they wanted from life, and then they demanded it, not from the world, but from themselves. There is a tremendous power in a mind made up. When your thoughts are scattered, your actions are confused. But when your mind is focused like a laser on one objective, then every idea, every effort, every word, and every resource aligns itself to serve that goal. This is the secret most overlook. They dabble, they wait, they wish, but wishing is not wanting, and wanting is not achieving. Achievement begins the moment you decide with absolute conviction that you will stop at nothing to claim what is yours by right of purpose and persistence. You see, life doesn't give you what you merely hope for. It gives you what you demand with discipline, and to make that demand you must first believe, completely and without apology, in your own capacity to grow, to learn, to become the person worthy of the goal you seek. High achievers do not wait until they are ready. They begin where they are with what they have, and they trust that the path will reveal itself as they move forward. They do not expect the mountain to move for them. They climb it, step by step, with purpose and grit. Now, let me share something few are willing to admit. There will be struggle. There will be moments of doubt, failure, and even ridicule, but those are not signs to quit. They are signs that you are moving. The road to greatness is never paved with ease. It is paved with lessons, and each setback is simply the universe asking, how badly do you want this? Your answer must be action, every time. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of obstacles. It is the presence of persistence. High achievers learn to see challenges not as barriers, but as stepping stones. They develop what you must now develop, a mind that is bigger than any problem, a spirit that cannot be broken, and a will that says, I will until. That simple phrase, I will until, has built empires, launched revolutions, and created destinies. Let it be yours, but belief and persistence alone are not enough. The mind must be trained, and your daily habits must reflect your deepest desires. You cannot expect to become a giant while living like a mouse. High achievers discipline their days. They guard their time. They read what strengthens them. They associate only with those who uplift, challenge, and sharpen them. If your environment poisons your thinking, it will poison your future. Choose your influences with care, for they will shape your belief in what is possible. And here is another truth. High achievement requires imagination. It requires the ability to see what does not yet exist. You must create in your mind the picture of your success long before the world ever sees it. You must live from that vision, speak from it, work for it. Let your imagination be your preview of what's to come, and your discipline the architect that brings it to life. There will be critics, let them talk. There will be fear, feel it and move anyway. There will be days when progress is invisible. Keep building. The secret is not in flashes of brilliance, but in consistent, intentional effort, day after day, year after year. Greatness is forged, not found, and it is forged in the furnace of your habits, your attitude, and your persistence. You must become obsessed, not with the rewards, but with the process. The high achiever learns to love the grind, because he knows the grind makes him stronger. Every repetition, every failure, every early morning, every late night. They are all part of the transformation. You are not merely working toward a goal. You are becoming the kind of person who achieves that goal. And that becoming is the true prize, so commit, not halfway, not when it's convenient, but fully, fiercely, and unshakably. Set your aim high, and then refuse to lower it. There is no magic formula, only the power of a made-up mind, a heart set on fire with purpose, and a life lived with absolute discipline. The secret is not outside you, it never was. It is within you now, waiting to be unleashed. And once you understand that the secret lies within you, the real work begins. You must cultivate the strength to act on that truth every single day, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what others say, and regardless of whether the results show up right away. High achievement is not about quick wins. It is about sustained effort, applied intelligently, with unwavering faith that the results must and will follow. Faith in this context is not blind. It is born from an understanding of cause and effect. You know that if you plant the right seeds, nurture them daily, and protect them from weeds of doubt and distraction, the harvest is inevitable, but most people never wait long enough to see their harvest. They dig up their dreams before they have taken root. They question themselves when they should be affirming their purpose. You must not do that. You must hold your vision so firmly in your mind that nothing, not fear, not failure, not time, can shake it loose. There will be people who do not understand your ambition. That is fine. It is not their job to understand. It is your job to achieve. Do not expect applause while you're building. The crowd only gathers when the structure is complete. You must be your own source of motivation, your own spark, your own standard. High achievers do not wait for external permission. They grant themselves the right to succeed. One of the greatest secrets is this: control your thoughts and you control your destiny. Your mind is the gateway to everything you desire. Guard it, feed it, train it. Do not allow fear to take root, for fear is the thief of greatness. Replace fear with action. Replace doubt with decision. Every thought is a seed, and your dominant thoughts shape your reality. Speak of your goals as though they are already true. See them in vivid detail. Believe so deeply that nothing, not even your current circumstances, can convince you otherwise. The high achiever does not react to the world. He creates it. He understands that life is not about what happens to him, but how he responds. He cannot control the economy, the weather, or the opinions of others, but he can control his attitude, his actions, and his effort. And that is enough. When you consistently take charge of what you can control, you begin to influence the very forces that once seemed beyond your reach. There is no room for excuses. Excuses are the language of mediocrity. The moment you make an excuse, you surrender your power. The high achiever understands this and chooses responsibility over rationalization. If he fails, he owns it. If he succeeds, he shares it. He does not waste time blaming others or waiting for ideal conditions. He adapts, he overcomes, he rises. Another powerful truth: energy flows where attention goes. Focus is your greatest asset. In a world full of noise, those who can concentrate on a single mission for long periods are the ones who rise to the top. If your attention is divided, your results will be diluted. High achievement requires intensity of focus. You must say no to distractions, no to temptations, no to anything that does not serve your goal. This is not sacrifice. It is investment, and you must take care of the vessel. Your body, your health, your vitality, they matter. A tired mind cannot think creatively. A weak body cannot endure long hours. A scattered lifestyle cannot produce consistent results. High achievers treat their body like a temple and their time like gold. Every morning begins with intention. Every night ends with reflection. They measure their progress, learn from their mistakes, and adjust their course with precision. You must do the same. Also understand this: every high achiever has a team, a circle, a mastermind. No one climbs the mountain alone. Seek those who challenge your thinking, who lift your standards, and who hold you accountable to your highest self. Do not tolerate toxic relationships. Do not waste your time convincing people of your vision. Align with those who already believe. Build a network of excellence, and you will rise together. Keep feeding your mind. Study those who have achieved what you desire, not to copy them, but to learn the principles they applied. Principles never change, only methods do. The law of cause and effect, the law of belief, the power of persistence, these are timeless, and when you align with them, you enter a current of success that will carry you far beyond what talent alone could accomplish. Do not be afraid of ambition. It is not selfish to want to rise. In fact, your success can become a light for others. You show them what's possible not by talking about it, but by doing it. Your discipline becomes your message. Your growth becomes your influence, your results become your legacy. High achievers understand that their life is not just about personal gain, but about the impact they leave behind, and so you must keep going. You must keep building, refining, climbing, even when no one is watching, even when the rewards are far off. The secret has never been buried in mystery. It has always been within reach, waiting for the one who dares to believe, to act, to persist. And that one must now be you. The moment you accept that greatness is your responsibility, everything changes. You no longer wait for opportunities. You create them. You no longer seek comfort. You seek growth. And in that pursuit of growth, you willingly step into discomfort, into challenge, into the unknown, because you understand that's where transformation happens. No high achiever ever became one by staying where it was safe. They moved forward even when the path was uncertain. They acted with courage even when fear was present. And they made decisions quickly, because they knew that indecision is the graveyard of dreams. You must train yourself to take action before you feel ready. That is how momentum is built, through action, not contemplation. Most people are stuck because they are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. But the truth is, perfection is a myth. The high achiever moves with what he has and refines as he goes. He begins while others hesitate. He starts while others make excuses. And by the time others finally take their first step, he has already built something worth noticing. You will be tempted to quit. There will be days when the progress seems invisible, when the work feels unrewarded, when the voice in your head tells you it's not worth it. That voice must be silenced. It is not the truth, it is a test. The universe tests all who seek to rise. It tests for resolve, for patience, for consistency, and only those who pass the test, who keep going despite the silence, despite the solitude, despite the slow pace, will arrive at the summit of their vision. The high achiever plays the long game. He doesn't count wins in days or weeks, but in years and decades. He is not motivated by short-term praise, but by long-term legacy. This requires maturity. It requires emotional strength. It requires you to hold two things at once: relentless ambition for the future and full discipline in the present. The high achiever is not distracted by the success of others, because he knows comparison is the enemy of progress. He stays in his lane, runs his race, and trusts his timing, and when setbacks come, and they will, he doesn't shrink, he studies them. Every failure carries a lesson. Every obstacle reveals a weakness to strengthen. Most people complain about the wall. The high achiever asks, "How do I climb this wall?" Or "What will it take to break through?" And in finding the answer, he becomes stronger than he was before. The obstacle becomes the path. The challenge becomes the advantage. This mindset is not optional, it is essential. High achievers also understand that excellence is not an act but a habit. They do not rely on motivation, they build systems. They structure their days so that success becomes automatic. Their habits reflect their identity. If you want to achieve more, you must become more. That begins with the smallest disciplines: how you start your day, how you speak to yourself, how you respond to setbacks, how you manage your energy. Each choice either builds your vision or breaks it. Nothing is neutral. You must eliminate the idea of luck. Luck may open the door, but preparation is what walks you through it. High achievers are always preparing. They are studying, refining, adjusting. They are not waiting to be discovered. They are making themselves impossible to ignore. They master their craft, develop their skills, and never stop learning. This commitment to mastery is what separates the average from the elite. It's not that they were born with more, it's that they demanded more from themselves, and they are not afraid of sacrifice. To rise, you must let go of what no longer serves you. That may mean old habits, old relationships, old beliefs. Growth is uncomfortable because it requires change, but change is the price of elevation. You cannot stay who you are and become who you are meant to be. The high achiever understands this, and he embraces the discomfort of becoming. He trades ease for excellence. He trades convenience for conviction. He trades distraction for discipline. He also understands the power of purpose. Money, fame, recognition, those may come, but they are never the reason. The reason is deeper, it is personal, it is emotional, and it must be clear. When you are deeply connected to your purpose, your energy multiplies. You find strength you didn't know you had. You endure things others would avoid. Because you're not just chasing a goal, you're fulfilling a calling. That calling must become your internal fire, the fuel that drives you when nothing else seems to, and through it all you remain humble. Not because you doubt your power, but because you understand the journey never ends. There is always more to learn, more to give, more to become. High achievers are hungry, not for applause, but for impact. They want to leave a mark that outlives them, and that kind of legacy is only built through consistent, focused, meaningful work, done long after the world has stopped watching. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. You are not underqualified. You are simply one decision away, one decision to stop living beneath your potential, one decision to step forward in faith, one decision to begin building a life that reflects the power, the purpose, and the greatness that already lives within you. And once that decision is made, your path will never be the same. In conclusion, the journey to becoming a high achiever is not one of mere luck or chance. It is a journey of deliberate action, unwavering belief, and relentless perseverance. The secret lies within you, in your decisions, your mindset, and your ability to persist in the face of adversity. The path is not easy, but it is worth every step, for each challenge, each setback, and each victory brings you closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. Remember, success is not an event, it is a process that begins with a clear vision, a determined heart, and a commitment to mastering the art of consistent effort. Your future is not a matter of what happens to you, but what you choose to make happen. So make the decision today. No more excuses, no more waiting. Step forward with purpose, and know that the power to achieve everything you desire is already within you. The only thing left to do is to start. The time is now.